All right, guys, wrapping up the 2024 Saltwater Bass Series with the champions, the troops, Team Hookup Baits.
Are you kidding me?
So, with Saltwater Bass Series, I've been fishing it for 7 years. The championship is a 2-day tournament. To win 2-day tournaments, you have to have consistency, right? And I've won it 4 times, and I've had 2 seconds and a third. One of the seconds was really, we won by weight, but we had to dead fish. So in my mind, I've won the championship 5 times. We didn't fish it this year because Hookup Baits is too busy with business-wise. So my students, the troops, came in and swept it. All right, had to show up for this. So the history of just Hookup Baits winning championships and just winning tournaments all together, the consistency is insane, right? So I think the point's been made. You've learned to fish a hookup bait, you're going to win tournaments, you're going to win championships, and you're going to do it consistently. So, boys, you guys started in the rookie division years ago, right?
And barely even drive a boat. And then pretty much learned it all during the tournament bass fishing, and hookup baits, the only baits we've used the whole time.
How many years have you been fishing saltwater bass series?
I think it's the 6th, right?
6th year,
Sixth year.
6 years.
Yeah, first year we totally tanked, and then second year we did all right, and then the next 2 years we got, I think, Angler of the Year.
Angler of the Year.
And then we
in the rookie.
In the rookie.
And then you moved up to the Masters.
And last year was our first Masters year, and this is our second Masters year. And we had we won the San Diego night tournament, which was the last event. And then we came back to San Diego for the 2-day event, which was Coastal Challenge, basically, spotties only on the second day, and calico and sand bass on the first. And we went outside, and with the consistent hookup baits, this guy with the 3 ounce
able to finish the job. Yeah, the 3 ounce worked absolutely tremendous for me all weekend, you know, especially yesterday. I went out, caught every single fish outside on either a 3 ounce chovy or a 3 ounce chub, and then at the end of day 1, I was lucky enough to get a 7-pound sand bass and a 5-pound calico, both on the same 3 ounce chub. So I highly recommend that bait. Whatever you're doing, it's
different casts, but it's the same bait.
Same bait.
Yeah.
Some of the baits I was using, I used 4 tournaments ago. You know what I mean? I went into Turner Outdoors and bought 3 new packs just so I had fresh ones. Sardine, mint, and chovy, right?
Yep.
That's what we ran. And then a chub as well.
Yeah, so this year with the Saltwater Bass Series, they made it so it's single bait only. So there was no double rigs allowed in the Saltwater Bass Series this year. So instead of doing what we typically always did, was double 1.5 or double 2 ounce for the bass, we just went that far. They're doing single 3 ounce now. So and it's a 100-foot structure is what you guys fishing. 100-foot structure,
80 to 100 foot
with a 3 ounce hookup bait. And just that's what you also won the San Diego night tournament.
Yeah, the same. We went
program,
right back.
right?
Went right back to the same thing. Just hard work and just stick through it. When it gets tough, just stay and keep fishing.
Yeah.
Hookup baits will get bit. You don't need to run around everywhere else because the fish are there. You know, you just got to stick with it and try and keep presenting that bait until they take it, because they're there.
Keep casting.
And your boat positioning is a huge part, whether it's your boat positioning or your positioning if you're on the shore. But you know, Chad taught me how to position a boat on his boat and on my own boat. So I was lucky enough to kind of get both best of both worlds with Cash. So this team was really designed with me driving my boat, Cash fishing off the front, and Chad showing us how to do both. And then we've taken that and we really today took it back to the roots. Well, years back, like 5 years ago, we did a tournament together.
The COVID training.
Yeah, Chad showed us how to tournament fish together on our boat, where we each basically assign a zone. And Cash fishes off the left and I fish off the right, and we just come through, and you just get really in sync. And that's what we did today. And we said, hey, that's the program. Let's do that. We did it all day, just like we did the night tournament. Just stuck with it. Same thing with yesterday. It got slow when we were fishing the structure. Just stuck with it, stayed there. This dude was the star of the show. He did all the heavy lifting. I was more the chauffeur, and he was slamming a lot of good fish.
Yeah, today you guys did the spotties only, and you guys got
Spotties
a
only.
really nice limit. I think you guys got first yesterday, and then you got second place today with spotties only.
And it's the first one we got to do spotties, because one of our other goals for the year was to break 20 pounds in a tournament, because we had never done that.
We did it twice this year, right?
Yeah, the first time we did it was in the last tournament, and we won, and it was 25 and change. and then this we did it again yesterday with 22, and then today's was 18 and change.
Yep.
So
yeah, the spotties are 2.25 plus, or times 2.2 pounds.
Yep. And today was all single baits, and we're not going to say exactly where or how because there's still a lot of stuff going on. But
pitching docks and
pitch and docks doing the same thing.
And pitching docks is a grind, but you stick to it. That's how you get big fish.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
I mean, it went absolutely great with the docks. Kind of a funny story. So in pre-fishing, we were fishing a certain dock, and I lost a real big fish on pre-fishing. I'm saying, gosh, we were wondering how big that sucker was. Well, son of a gun, today we went by that same dock. I flip in there, get a big old spotty out. I'm like, I got you this time, buddy. You ain't getting away from me this time. So definitely did it at the right time.
Yeah, especially on the championship tournament. So congrats, guys. I'm so proud. You guys are like my students.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I was getting updates from them through the tournament weekend, as we got a good bag, and then by 7:30 this morning I got a text from them. We got 5 good ones, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah, we hit him up after we did good on Saturday, because we were like, dude, we had like a Chad and Al day, dude. We like fished where everybody came through, and we were the only ones that connected where we were at.
And a lot of the stories I hear today,
Baits.
those the same stories I always hear when we used to win fishing that zones. Is you got 5 to 8 other boats on the same piece of structure you're on, and they're catching 2 or 3 fish. Yeah. And where you're loading a big limit, and it happens all the time. And I tell people, most of the one we're using hookup baits, it's all the boat positioning and how to present that bait to those fish is a huge difference, So, but just one thing I want to say is just this is fishing against the best guys in California, best bass fishermen in California, and with all our wins, just team hookup bait wins all together. All we use is 100% hookup baits. And these guys are using everything out there under the sun. So use a hookup bait. That's all there is to it.
I will say this with absolute confidence. There is no other bait on this planet that compares to hookup baits. I've won 7 Angler of the Years fishing hookup baits. We've won 4 tournaments fishing hookup baits. We've just today won a championship fishing hookup baits. So please try them. They make fishing easy. It gets everybody into it. I see kids all the time at these docks. They haven't caught nothing all day. I give them a hookup bait. I come back an hour later saying, "Oh my gosh, I caught my first nickel spotty," and that's so cool to see that.
Well, that's what I always say. Anyone can catch fish on a hookup bait, but when you really dial in and know how to fish a hookup bait, you win championships. That's all there is to it. But anyone can catch fish on it, but when you dial it in and it's the only bait you use, I mean, the sky's the limit. Really.
It's hard to beat.
So that's it, guys, and so congrats again. Very proud, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
All right.
I was in second place.
Look at that.
Yeah! Are you kidding me? We waited so long for this! Yeah! One tournament for this.
I had to show up for this.
All right, first place. We had a day 1 top 2, day 2 top 2, day 1 second big bass, and a day 2 second big bass. $1,700, Tom and cash.
Team Hookup Baits pulls it off again. Awesome job, boys. Good job, boys.